Hi, David is here from Karma. This is the last day of September, and our Slack update is obviously due now. There's a few really nice and amazing features that we've been working on throughout the month of September and August. I've missed the August update. So there's a lot I could share with you. So first of all, we've reworked Leaderboards. So previously we used to have like two tabs. One says received leaderboard and the other one granted, and they've been on separate tabs. But we thought no longer that makes sense because we added a lot of features to our product, and having one extra tab with the same functionality definitely is a bit of excessive. So there's a button now that you can have received and granted leaderboards. The rest stays the same. You still have this drop down for values. You still have show deleted and hide deleted users. The rest stayed the same. So not much change there. The other feature that we have now is we have ability to kind of turn off the private karma. So essentially, at the very start of our product, having a private karma was one of the most requested features. And as soon as we implemented that, a lot of clients got back to us saying like, hey, how can we actually turn off the private karma? So you have a way of doing it now. So let me show you an example. So right now you don't have any private karma here. So, but if we'll navigate into settings, if we're gonna go into permissions, and then you have this flag here, say allow send in private karma. And if we go back, click on that, you have visibility, public or private. It both works in the dashboard and through quick actions in our Slack product. So feel free to use that. If you require private karma, you can always turn it on. Private karma means there won't be any public notification, but admins will still see that recognition on the report. Sometimes it's handy if you'd like to send someone a private note. You don't really want to go into a public recognition for them, but you still would like to say thanks. That's where kind of private karma helps. But some companies say, nah guys, regardless of what it was, we have to do all the recognitions public. In that case, you can obviously turn off the private karma. A small feature that we also have, and it always was part of the Karma homepage, or if you do /Karma me, it will show you how many points did you accumulate and how many points did you actually spend. But now you can go to your own profile. You could see that under your profile, or administrator will be able to see that on everyone's profiles. So you have received and granted karmas. So how many karmas you received and how many karmas did you actually give, and you could go that for different period of time, year, month to date, quarter to date. A lot of, you can play around with data, but this information is there right now, so for you to use. And the last feature that's kind of in production now, we finished our designs, and this is where our product will evolve further. So we for quite a while we had reports and we had rewards, and we've collecting data like micro karma, how you interact with the product, how many recognitions you make and receive. And we kind of came up with a certain formula that would actually show your company pulse, how engaged are your peers on Slack. And we'll calculate that in a smart formula, and then we'll give you a number. So let me quickly walk you through the design itself. So this is our Figma. We're still using Figma, despite it's been bought by Adobe. So we're still big fans. So this is the design, and it'll be like a Team Pulse tab, which we'll leave next to Leaderboard because we only have one tab now, as I've just told at the very start of this video update. And then you'll have that score of your Team Pulse. So it's either low, then your peers are not really engaged, both with Karma and on Slack, and high if they are engaged. So you'll have your top engagement performers, your bottom lowest engagement performers, and then you'd see that throughout your team members. Each one of them would have the average or latest engagement score, and then you could see the individual pulse. You're always, like every data we provide, you take with a bit of skepticism and a grain of salt, because again, regardless of what data we provide to you, either that, like values distribution or how engaged and not engaged the peers are, it's all very, what was the right word? it's very individual. You know, sometimes you're just not active on Slack. Maybe you're just a backend engineer and you're like working on Jira, or sometimes, you know, teams are using Microsoft Teams and Slack at the same time. So some of them engaged in Teams, some of them engaged on Slack, but they should still give you a solid idea what is the level of engagement and what you can do to improve that engagement. You know, give more karma, maybe turn on micro karma, maybe rewards would help as well. Maybe like do weekly announcements, you know, like how was your weekend? Let's everyone post the photos and react to those photos. There's a few different tips that will give you how to improve that engagement score, because recognize the employees that were recognized and engaged feel great in the company. And that's what we believe in, that we strongly believe that everyone deserves to be recognized. Everyone's hard work deserves recognition, and engagement will just come with that. If everyone would feel as part of the team, will feel a part of the company, will be very comfortable working in the workspace, engagement will just follow. That's all for me. It's a bit of a longer update with a bit of a speech at the start and at the end. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me back at david@karmabot.chat. I'm proud to say that I reply to every single email, apart from spam emails, obviously. But every email about the product, question, query, any feedback you have, I would always come back to. And if I don't, then you can always hold me to that promise, and I'll give you a month or 2 months free on the house for not keeping my promise. Have a great day and have a great karma. See you later. Bye bye.